Let me know when you can see it. Which site? YouTube. What of your daughter? Mm, okay, this is weekend now, so you guys will have a lot of visitors. Visitors. Because the market is already in overbought stage. So, so I'm looking for a reversal. Overbought is the average of time a stock needs to. I missed this opportunity. Nothing. That's not even what I'm saying. I missed. I was supposed to take a trade here, but then it's supposed to be a winning trade. Oh. It happens. What is volatility in markets? Give me water to drink. Get me that water.
Go with the food. I do want water.
Hmm. He says she's what? Is she saying anything that happens? How do you know? Did you listen to her live? Did you listen to her live when she did it? Is she a prophetess? Eh? Okay. So if people pray, what will happen? The person will no longer die. So, and if people pray and the person didn't die, how would they know that the person would have been dead if they didn't pray? You understand what I mean? People will be like, it's a lie. Forget, say nothing for happen. One thing I want you to understand here is there's a way they do that in. It's called backdating in this thing in IT. You get me? That is why I ask you whether did you watch her when she made, not when she posted. Listen, this is what happens. This is what happens. Once an event happens, they will now refer you to the post. They will now refer you. She must be very powerful, oh. Why 80? 100%? You are saying 80. Why are you taking away the 20? Who has it? Now you get the 20%. Why did you unfollow her? You got scared or what? Send me her link. Let me check her out, please. But if really such a thing exists, such powers exist, it's still good, for her. You get? But you wouldn't want it, right? At least as you are celebrating her now that her prophecy comes, is addition to her CV. Somebody says, why don't all these prophets even prophesy for good things? It's always about calamity. You get what I mean? The person was like, why is it that they don't tell you that by this time this is what we're going to experience? At least good news for once. You get? It's always about calamity, disaster, fire disaster, so and so place, erosion, so and so place, death, so and so. Oh my goodness. She has a ministry. Just send me. Let me look her up. She said she even had to unfollow her when she. Yeah. All right. If you think, if you ever thought, that Obi would win election, it means that you don't understand democracy. Apart from that, apart from regional politics, if you understand that your vote self didn't even make President Bat the president of Nigeria. So you think democracy, even in America, let me even not use Nigeria as an example. In American democracy, which is just what we practice, you get, that is what is it called? Presidential democracy, right?
1, 2, 3.
I'm on call. In presidential democracy, the public vote in America doesn't make someone the president of America. Are you aware? There's what they call electoral college in America. You can win the public vote and still lose the election through electoral college. Then in the case of the Nigeria situation, because we don't really run electoral college, you get? In the case of Nigerian politics, there are power brokers in Nigeria, and those power brokers gives you an option. So any of those options you make, any of the choices you make from the options they make available to you, are you getting it? Understand me? From the options they make available to you. Are you getting it? That is to say, the electoral college actually works in Nigeria within the party structure. The strongest party structure. The strongest party structure. That is why, in a situation where the situation is somehow very dicey, all these our bourgeois, all these our, should I call them, all these our big men, let me put it down, people like Dangote, them, all these Otedola, them, you know, these our elites, you know. What do? They might just give this person some money, of course you wouldn't know these things, give this person some money for his campaign, give this person some money for his campaign, give this person some money. All the people they think are, you know, potential winners. Are you getting it? Just give all of them money. That is to say, casting your what did the Bible say? Cast your bread upon the waters, right? Just put your net as wide as possible. So at the end, but meanwhile, you won't tell any, you won't make it open. No, are you getting it? So whoever that wins knows you gave them money, but they won't really know that you actually gave the other people money. Of course, they will know. You get? Because they understand the game, you know. But then, whatever policy you are going to make as the president now, thank you, you are getting it. You cannot go against them. Uh, yes, yes, yeah, yeah. Okay. So those things, you get what I mean? Yes, he will. People will. A lot. Tinubu will receive more. Tinubu will receive more in bulk. Are you getting it? Atiku was closer. Atiku could have been closer to winning than Obi. But the problem Atiku had is this guy just concluded, this it's not just the 5G, it's not just the 5G. I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. And all right. Okay. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Hmm? Be careful, don't wound yourself. You know, that issue of destiny you mentioned is another serious thing in life. So many people really don't understand it. Abby, man, why would they work against him? Somebody even said that it seems Buhari doesn't want Tinubu to win that election. Somebody said that. I was like, for real? Why would they not want him to win? Oh, really? No. Not even that I'm not atheist. I don't really follow politics anyway. Ah, really? Okay, they wanted the consensus candidate. Wow. You can still have him at Edmonton. You may not necessarily meet him in person. You get? Y- It's not. It's not necessary that you must meet the person in person. You can just study somebody. All right. Okay. 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 She's a minister. Okay. 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 Just like he promised her, they can only help her from the federal, but then. Okay. 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 But have you tried calling her? Okay. Yeah. As if she didn't see those your calls. Yeah, I understand. If I try go now. Then seeing your call, even if she wasn't available to take, didn't she see your? And I'm sure that call was not once safe. It can be once now because you know she will definitely. Yeah. 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 Yes, I do. I certainly do. One of the I was I was thinking of something the other night, and then I began understanding, but I might be wrong though, that one of the problems we have in Nigeria is most of our leaders, political leaders especially, even it's even beginning to enter in religious leadership. Most of our political leaders have dual citizenship, and that's a very serious problem for a country building. For example, in my little way, for example, assuming I have two houses, maybe one in the town and one in the village, two of these two properties will never get 100% attention. Are you getting it? So now I began, trying to put it against other developed countries of the world. You see, they have their concentration in one country. Everything they make is in that country. Everything they are building is in that country, as usually the case. They look at all the countries struggling. It's not Nigeria is not spectacular in what I'm saying. Are you getting it? Look at all the countries struggling, be it in Asia, be it in Africa, be it even what is it called? Even in Eastern Europe, those countries like Azerbaijan, Armenia, those smaller countries that is really struggling politically. Check their leaders, their political leaders. Most of them have houses in UK, in America, in Canada. I don't know whether you're getting it. That is just my observation, but I might be wrong though. But then, I think it makes. Yeah, yeah, yes, yes, exactly. That's another thing. Sometimes it's involuntary dual citizenship because of disposition. Yeah, yeah. There's what somebody said the other day. He was like, I say, hello. Most likely. No, the issue of fraud is something that has to do with individual character. Are you getting it? What I'm even saying, what my respect to what I was saying is based on their concentration will not really be in. Are you getting what I mean? It's really hard. They do. Okay. Abi, that's another thing. That is correct. That is correct.
Dad, I can write on the board. My color pen is okay to write on the board.
Don't write on that whiteboard. This thing cannot clean. What you used to write on that board is erasable pen, not this time. This one is permanent mark. This is permanent marker. So don't write on it. Don't use it to write on that board.
Can we use a marker?
I will get you that one later. Maybe next week. Betty Edu. This one will say, this one will be like, what exactly did she get herself into? Anyway, she knows. She knows. The federal government is not even holding anybody from protesting, but the thing there is this: protest. Anyway, protest is a civil thing anyway, but then protest is not something you, it's not something you schedule. I mean, real protest. Are you getting it? Real protest that can actually change the real protest that can actually change policy decisions is not something you schedule. It just happens. You get what I mean? So this one they are planning, saying is so and so date, so and so date. The government can actually resolve it easily. Maybe engage them, whoever that is behind that. They know all of them. Engage them and maybe see the things they can salvage from their whatever list, because before you go into protest you have your concerns now, which you will most likely outline for the government to look into. You get? Then another thing is this: before you even go to protest, usually there should have been a break of dialogue, if I'm correct. You get? So before you protest, you must have maybe approached on so and so issue. Maybe the government say no. You approach, you say no. Maybe you cannot go for, protest to register your grievances. But then, whatever it is, the government will resolve it. It's no problem. It's a normal thing. Picking them or killing them. Killing of innocent citizens is usually as a result of our level of civilization. Even Seth, let me even tell you, protest turning violence is even as a result of it's barbaric act, if you ask me. Because normally, usually what people do in protest is to march, then police will guide them. You get? Maybe the protest, of course, they normally have I haven't been to one, I'm just talking based on the pictures I usually see. You get? I haven't been to any protest in my life. Anything political, I have never been involved in it. So, you say? And Sasuke. There's an adage in my place. They normally say, "Na madalo ve awa bemba wonder yawro go on." What it means is this: I have not even involved in competitive wrestling, not to talk of getting involved in. Okay, he said it means I have not even gotten myself involved in competitive wrestling that is for entertainment, not to talk of involving myself in fight that leads to death. Are you getting it? So I have not really gone into normal demonstration. Call it demonstration, not to talk of protest. No, no, I can't. I thought I have never been involved in anything that has to do with politics. You get? Since my life, the only time I have voted is this last election that I voted for Showore just because of why did I vote for him? Yes, I did. I knew he was gonna fail and I had to give him my vote. Yes, I deliberately do it. Look at let's say you don't even know this. The reason I did it actually, my friend called me that day, man. Say maybe we go vote now. I was like, where are they doing it? He said that place we got our this thing. Because he actually got a new voter's card. Me, I already have voter's card since this I usually use it for my official things. So I said okay. So when we got there, lines was too much, people was voting, some people was around drinking, enjoying themselves. I was like, the only reason I voted Shore is at least among the top candidates. Of course, he's among the top four. You get? At least he's younger, and his revolution has always been against corruption, serious corruption. Then I looked into his. I didn't vote him that he will win. I just gave him my vote. Are you getting what I mean? No, you are calling it. No, you don't do that. You just vote somebody based on your conviction. The person doesn't necessarily have to win. That is just it. That is it. Yeah. Okay. Okay. The PDP had a better chance in that was in 2019, right? Okay, 2019. That I was in my house. I didn't go anywhere. I was here watching everything on social media. I don't really get involved in those things. Yeah. Article's timing is not very favorable for him. In fact, I don't know people and their convictions anyway. But then I don't really see him becoming the president of Nigeria because the whole time and arrangement is just against him. You get? So even if Satanas takes 8 years and then power returns to North, it may not be that he's part of the North again. You get? So yes, yes. So next election he shouldn't. Or he might just become an elder statesman, which he already is. Whatever way he can, whichever way he can help people with his exposure, contact, just help people, develop your people, do charity things to ameliorate the suffering of the people around you. Just what you have to do. Hmm. Does he have power? He doesn't have power now. So okay, okay, okay. But if the more he keeps contesting, the more he's putting their party down because you know Wike cannot go beyond where he is right now, you know. The reason is this. Already his structure in River State is already almost in shambles currently. You get? So, what did he do? Okay. You mean in River State? Godfather is. Okay. Party constitutions. Okay. The party didn't support him for real. Why did they not support him then? Okay. Okay. Has she responded? Then they fight. very dark man. He said he's been having different issues. Huh? Okay, I have had her saying it. Okay, he prophesied for these two people. Wow. What is prophecy? Hmm? What is prophecy? I want to ask you something. You really believe that anybody has any spiritual power to prophesy or see something? Gift. Is it gift? Huh? Prophecy. So prophecy is a spiritual power, right? Spiritual gift, a sort of, right? Okay. The thing there is this. Nobody. Nobody sees anything. Nobody sees anything. And there is no spiritual power anywhere. I'm not the first person. You must have heard it before. You know why I said this thing? Anything you cannot measure, anything you do not have the ability to ascertain, question, investigate, and probe is a fake. You know why I'm and this is why it can't really happen in that place you are. Even if it's happening there, it will still be among our people. That bed has come. It will still be amongst our people. Or those Oyibo that's already taking advantage of people's naivety, you know, our people's ignorance. About your. Okay, let me tell you something that happened somewhere. One man said I was, sometimes if you are scrolling through all this TikTok, you start hearing all these church people testimony. He said people can be funny. The man said they were traveling to Lagos, the bus was almost getting to Ore or something like that. So one woman from the back shouted, "Hey, she has an excuse. Say, driver, stop. They were like, what's going on? Say, stop. That she forgot the handkerchief her pastor gave her. That for her to travel safely, she must always travel with that handkerchief. And people was like, the man said like joke. This one got down and had to go back. So that is a problem, So now the thing is this, why I asked you whether this, if you want to give prophecy for me to believe you, are you getting it? You will need to make something that is, you have to present it in a way that it must look concrete. You must be very specific. Are you getting it? That is where I have problem with them. As you are now, what they do is just a sort of throwing of tantrum. You know what throwing of tantrum is, right? Maybe if you mark a circle on your wall and then you start bouncing with a ball. Maybe you take a small ball and start throwing. At a point you will get some correct. Are you getting it? So it happens. So if you look at Nigeria now, you don't need a prophet to even know that we have a whole lot of political problems in Nigeria. It's as simple as that. Which, if you say Nigeria will, somehow things will be very tough for the president his first day in office. Everybody has witnessed what is it called? President Buhari's regime, that they messed a whole lot of things up. Meaning the coming government will really have to work hard. It's going to be a very tough journey for them. It's as simple as that. So you don't have to present it to people as if it's a prophecy. And then you're looking at an 82-year-old man that got married. 82 years, in the next couple, highest in the next 2-3 years, you are gone on a normal circumstances. I don't know whether you're getting it. If I come to your family now, maybe I see elderly people, and then elderly people from Nigerian, our life expectancy in Nigeria is about 54 or 55 years. Then if I come to your family now and say, and tell you that maybe I see like 80-year-old people, about 1 or 2 of them, I now tell you that the Spirit of God has shown me that death is hovering in your family, God forbid. You get what I mean? So within next 2-3 years, if such a thing happens, one of these men die, you say somebody has prophesied it to you. Is it supposed to be a prophecy? I don't know whether you're getting mine. I'm just trying to break things down. Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. Mm. Yeah. Of course, men don't usually go to church. Is it normal thing? Okay. With depends. Yeah, I understand. I get it. It's okay. Yes. Okay. Statement. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Wow. Would they take it? That you should go and enjoy your luck and count your stars. My goodness. Oh shit. And the person doesn't even drop didn't even drop his contact, because usually you put your contact on any deposit slip. Okay. Miracle. Miracle. This my entry was very, very bad. I was supposed to win this trade, but I lost it due to entry. It's alright. Continue. I'm with you. Really? That means this one Pastor Adebayo said the other time could be true. At the time he said he drank tea with God or something like that. And people, okay. Yeah. Okay. No problem. Yeah. Hot dog increase. Yeah. Thanksgiving. Ha. It's a real testimony. I thought it's just fictitious. Hey, yeah. Really? And she actually had the dinner with maybe her kids. Only her and the old woman. Wow. Yeah. So everywhere was entirely sealed. Wow. Has not vacant. Wow. Miracle. And nobody will believe her. Yes. Wow. Miracle. Does miracle has to do miracle, does it have to occur by spiritual intervention in quote? Does it has anything to do correlatedly or correlatively with spiritual intervention? I mean miracle, you know, miracle, wonders, right? Does it has to do with by power of spiritual intervention? Does it has anything to do with spiritual, so you cannot, as a human being, perform miracle. All right. Now, another thing I want to ask is, no problem. All right. So now, what I wanted to say is, this miracle, does it have a sort of religious pattern? Does it have to come from a particular religion or every religion? Okay, okay. You don't have to be a Christian to receive it. Okay, okay. All right. Anyway, one thing about me is, I don't believe in spiritual powers. Or it could be that maybe what I take to be spirituality is not really what it is. Because even if you think you don't believe in something, you somehow believe in something. At least that pronunciation of I don't believe in this is actually a belief. Are you getting it? So it's okay. It's okay. One of the things I wanted to point you to is this. Whenever there seems to be something like, whatever it is we don't understand, we usually attribute it to spiritual intervention. You get? So, one of the reasons that's happening is when there is a sort of a bridge of communication or miscommunication between you and the next object or the object or subject of discussion, when there is a bridge of communication between you and the subject of the communication, we tend to attribute it to spiritual intervention. But then, if by any means such an incident is explained to you properly, you might understand it in a more rational way. You get what I mean? So yes, why I made that statement is this. In the case of this woman, you are telling me the incident as it's been narrated to you. Are you getting it? So you are not a first person destined in this case. You get? So if you were to be there, at least there could have been some questions you could have asked her. Are you getting it? But then you might say that some people were there. You get? Some people asked them questions. People might be in the presence of this in places where these things happen. People might be in places where these things happen, but they may not really know the right questions to ask. Let me give you example. Somebody said that his dad died. Are you getting it? He lost a parent, his father. So now that his father has been coming to them, and making some certain kind of request, then and people were like, wow, really, and everybody was like very interested in knowing the request of the dad. Now the question I asked is this: what was he wearing? Are you getting it? Number one question. Since you say this thing it didn't even happen in the dream, it's in physical way. Are you getting it? Then I ask you, what was your dad wearing? And this dude explained. that the father was actually wearing one singlet like that he normally wear, and was wearing his chieftaincy cap. Number one. Now, did you ask your father Who gave you the clothes you are wearing? Are you beginning to understand it? Hello? So, who gave you the clothes you are wearing? So, you see that people don't really, if you say you see a spirit in real terms, in real life, are you getting it? Or an angel, and this person is putting on clothes, you will ask them these basic questions because you know very well that clothes has to be material things, correct? And they has to be made here. We all know that. So if you see anybody wearing a cloth, that cloth must have been made somewhere here. Are you getting it? It's not made in heaven. They don't make clothes in heaven. So now this person now started understanding that these things that you think really happened actually happens in your head, not really a reality. Because even those clothes you say your dad is putting on is actually the clothes you used to know him for. Are you getting it? So a whole lot of things happens in our psychology as human beings. That is just what it is. A whole lot of things happens in our head. Even the dreams we have, people will be like, please, can you explain so and so dream? Dreams is just your head, your brain activity. There's no spirituality about it. Are you getting it? In the case of magic too, if you don't really understand what goes on underneath it, you won't know. So now coming to these people that gives us prophecy, why I say we don't really ask them the real questions we should be asking is this. Most of them will throw in this prophecy, this prophecy will come and we'll be like, we'll celebrate them. And then the funny thing is, we will not see this post, why this person is still alive or so, until when a particular thing happens, they will now bring out this post, and when you check the date, you see the date will be like maybe last 3 months or last 2 months, but you never saw it that time. Are you getting it? Most of those things are edited. I'm not saying in the case of this woman, I'm just telling you what they usually do. Are you getting it? Yeah. Yeah. Wow. So now these people that left TB Joshua, one of the ladies that was confessing, they said that one of the things they do is, TB Joshua usually have all these international news channels in his office, People was like asking her, what about the prophecies, She said, what happens is this. When you guys are in the prayer ground, you get praying, and TB Joshua usually have all these international news channels like CNN, Al Jazeera, and the rest of them, then maybe all of a sudden there's a news flash of maybe an earthquake in so and so country. Are you getting it? So he will immediately come to the prayer ground and be like, please pray for so and so. In the case of this, let me say, pray for Kenya. Oh shit. Oh, this thing is beginning to, I'm not supposed to lose this thread. I think if I get a win, I will stop. This network is beginning to be a problem for me, man. So he will say, the man will now come and say, pray for so and so country, that the Spirit of God just showed him that there will be earthquake in so and so country. Are you getting what I'm saying? So then by the time you people now close prayer, you get, by the time you end the prayer session and you are going home, or when you now get home, you now start hearing there was an earthquake in so and so place, you get, and you be like, hey, the man of God really said this. Are you getting what I'm saying? Remember, when you are in the church, you are not checking news, you are not checking all those things. Are you getting it? So when it now happens, and you feel like the man of God actually say it, this is why people will now ask you this question. When you said God told you about this, why did you not reverse it? They couldn't have reversed it because it's something that has happened already. They now go and backdate whatever it is they said. That is what happens. You get what I'm saying? Oh, my this thing is probably dead. Papa, I'm here now.
Have you listened to Pastor Jerry before?
Pastor Jerry. that fraud. Eh? Is it that one that says what God doesn't do, doesn't it? Go and plug this thing for me.
Yeah.
My dear sister, leave those guys. They don't have anything to offer. They are just charlatans. That's the simple truth. They are simply. Ga kwenyere m that earphone n'ọkụ, that Bluetooth. Ọ wụ gị wepụrụ ya kwụnye JBL ahụ. Ọ nọ ebe a.
You know that I check is not there.
I'll give it to her. So, my sister, the thing there is, the best thing you can do is,
Know God yourself.
yes, just know God yourself. Believe in Him if you want to. Are you getting it? Don't allow that medium to be a sort of extortion to you. Are you getting it? Just pray to God. If you want to believe in Him, believe that He can do something for you, probably. You know, that's all. Anything other than that is...
Probably. Did you say probably?
Yes, probably He might do something for you. You know, so probably He might just do it for you if He wants. If He doesn't want, you know. But then you don't have to just believe that this guy has anything. If you have real issue, when reality comes, you know what I mean? When reality knocks, you know that there's no power anywhere. When reality, you understand what I mean, right? When reality occurs, you see that everything that has to be done will still be based on physical effort. If I know, but they are talking about cardiac arrest, right? And all that. So that is reality. That is reality, and it's real. So when such a thing happens, the people who can actually resuscitate him, if he was to be resuscitated, he's still going to be medical practitioners. You cannot be resuscitated by prayer. You know, everything will still be done in a manual, physical way. That is just what it is. That is simply what it is. Pray to God. If you want to go to church, go to church. But if your pastor starts this manipulation of God said to me, son, this, no, it doesn't exist. He knows very well that God didn't call him son, this. They know these things. Are you getting it? So that is even the number. That one they call Jeremiah, is it Fefe or whatever it's called, that's based in Edo State. He says, God said to me, Pajay. He was like, I laughed. I was like, so God called you Pajay. I said, God. Oh my goodness. Our people really don't suffer for this guy's house. Like God said to me, Pajay, take this key. He said that is the key that key Jesus gave to Peter in the Bible, that God has given it to him, and he is selling them. And the key was even a lot, because he showed us the whole key. You know. It's key. I will send you the video. It's real. He showed us the keys, At a point, he said the water is from Red Sea. You know, he sold that one. Another one is soap. This one which he's having. So all these things, you know. So leave those leave those guys. They are
I
not.
don't know because they monetize this thing.
They should monetize it because already the main motivation for whatever it is they call ministry is actually money. The main motivation for those ministries is money. Are you getting it? So that is why no matter how sweet their preaching, their sermon is, they will somehow still try to end up in collecting money from you. Because that is the real motivation. You get what I mean? No matter how interesting a sermon is, they will still somehow end it in collecting money from you and make you believe you are giving to God. You know? But when you have your own problem, they ask you to pray to God. When they have their own problem, they ask the church to contribute. Why do they not pray to God? As you there now, somebody will tell you that God said to him. God has really suffered in the hands of men anyway. Baje.
Oh my gosh. Oh my god, I need to go and get ready for work now.
What time are you leaving?
This 30, I need to go and shower. We must pray tomorrow as well.
No problem. I just want to try and see if I can win this trade.
Okay. If we can make it 100 pounds, 1,000, well, we're looking at another 2 trades. It's trade, no problem.
If I win this trade, it will be over 1,000. Because it was already at $1,030 also. 30 something dollars.
No, I'm saying 960.
I said it was around 1,030 something before I lost these 3 trades I lost now.
Oh wow. So you're looking for 12% now?
I was supposed to win it on that 5%, but then, due to my entry.
Sometime. Wait, so I'm still here. We are going to do it in shower. Yes. I'm taking it to work now. There's no time to eat it again. What do you think? Harvester, I have to drop you guys there, right? Yes. Let me see. Okay, you're not doing 12%. Okay. Now you now you have a way of making me. But I'm gonna stick to my face. I'm not going to let you.
You say?
I said I'm not going to let you shake my face.
Shake your face. I'm not trying to eat. I'm just trying to.
Because the way you are talking, so once if one is so strong enough to say to his or her mind, the person will just let you go. You understand?
Yeah, I do.
The person will just let you go and say,
I think we will stop here. We now have $1,053. So tomorrow we continue.
Yes, that's beautiful. That is beautiful. Tomorrow, yes.
All right.
We'll
Take care.
continue tomorrow after service. Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you so much.
You're
Thank you.
welcome. Good night.
Good night. Bye.
Mommy said that if you finish trading, you should come
Come with.
to the power of God. How come bonus?